and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Below the Land of Fire. I almost said a different campaign name. That is also Call of Cthulhu, but ended like 3 years ago. So, it is the sequel to that game though. So, we're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are and who we're playing. Sorry about being a bit late for everyone. Trooper and I did a collab, and it'll get shown later, so that explains everything. If you know, you know. So, we're gonna go around and say who we are, who we're playing. I'm the keeper of arcane lore, so I'm everyone that's not these players. Yutsai, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. I'm Yutsai, he, him. I do a lot of these online shows for fun, and even more not online for fun, so I have no time. I'll be playing Parker Lee, a opportunistic pawn shop owner who has a good eye for detail and price. Is a little brusque at times, but he's a charmer when he wants to be.
Someone who's a charmer when they want to be is Nuggetosaurus. How are you this evening?
I'm great. That's one of the better transitions that I've
really
gotten. I'm very impressed.
I didn't insult you or anything.
And anything. Yeah, complimented. It's shocking. I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Bobby May Dean, the photojournalist from New York, who can't swim, which is relevant because we're by a lake. So it's gonna be great.
Someone who's great, just as great as the situation that they're all in, is Snow. Snow, how are you this evening?
Hello, I am doing great as well. Maybe not so great now that I'm remembering that I think none of us can swim except Teddy.
Yes.
In this game that we are going to be facing some, water serpent creature thing. Maybe? So that's less great. As for who I am, I'm Loria. You can call me Snow, doesn't matter. And I'm playing Irina Zhao. She is a musical technician, and I believe only Parker knows her true past as a professional pianist. And other than that, I'm ready to die, maybe lose some sanity. All good times.
Someone who may or may not be ready to die and or lose sanity is Prince. Prince, how are you this evening?
I am wonderful until I get intro like that, and then it makes me a little shook down to the core. I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. On the internet, I am playing Teddy Gilbert. We are both he, hims. Teddy is a former boxer turned bodyguard turned paranormal investigator, but he doesn't really believe in that shit. And he's very, very disappointed that he's the only one knowing how to swim. Because he's like, I am the black one, right?
From the Midwest, yes. Everyone else is much closer to a coast, yes. This is correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Just making sure.
It takes all types, and some of those types are drowning types, water types like Pokemon. So, there's no Pokemon here, only Eldritch Abominations, and totally normal, reasonable, mundane things, and explanations for everything. It's a Call of Cthulhu game, but why would there be any madness involved? Don't worry about it. So we'll do a recap of what happened last week. Well, not last week, because we had the week off, but the week before last. Episode 2. Our group of adventurers drove down to the Morai ruins to do some investigation there, because that's where the last group meeting of the followers of Yacumama was. They got there and they found thousands of planted potatoes at these ancient Incan agricultural ruins. And they found it a bit odd. They also saw that there was some sound equipment that had been set up there. The owner of a delightful restaurant in Cusco's daughter has been missing for a few days, and she had received some eco-friendly, save the environment type pamphlets and flyers that had a symbol on there. A symbol that had of a snake that they associate with Yacumama. They did some research, found out that there is no connection to any of the Incan deities, or deities of the local area, and Yacumama. That Yacumama is more of a cryptid, kind of like Nessie, or Bigfoot, or Pacific Northwest tree octopi, that kind of thing. But there's a lot of people gathering for this. They suspected that perhaps this cult is using, save the environment cause, stop global warming as their like method of entry, trying to lure people in via that method. And they followed the trail, solving a riddle, all the way to Puno, Peru, on the shores of Lake Titicaca, and did some investigating, looking around, had a delightful Chinese dinner. It was very good. The dumplings were delightful. Saw that there were some fishermen doing some night fishing. A lot of the inn rooms were sold out, but y'all made a killer luck roll, and so you got a place at the first inn you found, and you didn't have to go looking everywhere. So, congratulations. Also, they had a nice little group bonding moment where they got to know each other a little better in their hotel room, where they're also letting their driver, Julio Herrera, sleep as well, because he was just going to sleep in his car, and they felt bad for him. Poor guy. So, and they pretty much all kicked altitude sickness. They had it for a couple days, some of them, and they're feeling a lot better. Lake Titicaca is a little bit higher up, though, so, you know, it could make a resurgence. But we ended with them going to bed for the night. So we pick up the next day. At least I believe that's. I don't think you did investigating the next day. I think you all went to sleep. So, Parker snores really loudly. I remember the girls had, like, the area to the side because they were the lightest sleepers. I would love for Bobby May to make me a power check. And for Teddy to give me, just a critical success.
I rolled a 1.
That's great, actually. Yep. Cool. We'll get to that in a moment. So, Teddy, you are in the living room area with the snorer and Julio. Could you make me a listen check just to see if the snoring is grating on your nerves or if you're able to tune it out? Okay. You did not get a hard or an extreme, so if you choose to, you can tune the snoring out and get some sleep. If you'd rolled really, really well, it would have kept you up, because you would have just been, like, zoned in on.
Yeah, we're good. Well,
Good.
I got sleep.
You get some sleep. Bobby May has a very deep sleep. A very deep sleep. Hardly
think this is-
moving.
The only time I've ever been terrified of a success.
Bobby May, your sleep, you get a memory.
Okay.
You are sitting in a doctor's office. You're wearing one of those little patient outfits. Got a little wristband on with your name, birth date, that kind of thing. You're sitting in this small white room that's padded. And on a nice little, like, couch table thing. It's comfortable. And a nurse comes in and it says, yes, so we're almost done here with you, Miss Dean. Are you comfortable? Has everything been all right so far?
Yeah, everything's been fine.
Great,
It's fine.
great.
Yep.
Wonderful. I really do truly hope you enjoy your time here in Spoons, Washington. Though it might be best if you, unless you wish to become a permanent resident, to vacation elsewhere in the future.
Well, yeah, definitely. Pacific Northwest really ain't my kind of, cup of tea.
Noted. All right, well then that should just about, fix you up. Did you notice anything odd while you were in Spoons?
No, not really. It was very nice. A little wet, but that's about it.
Good. That concludes everything. Thank you so much for your time, Miss Dean. I brought your things here in a box. You can get changed, and we'll check you out right as rain.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. She leaves the room with her clipboard, putting things in a file. Get your stuff. Things there. You put put your outfit back on, and you get really, really tired. And give me a listen check
Listen.
in this dream memory. Dream that is a memory.
Oh, that's a 99. That's a failure.
Okay, so you don't hear the sleep gas gently and slowly knock you out. You're just very comfortable. And you see, and everything gets a little hazy. You fall asleep. And everyone else the next morning is awake before Bobby May. Bobby May is the last person to wake up. And she's a little hard to wake up. If y'all are making noise, she's sleeping like the dead a little bit. Like a log. That'd be a better term to use here.
There's
I'm
probably a moment
very
like
unhelpful.
where Teddy is like, Irina.
Yeah. Yes.
Get her up.
What?
She's still not moving.
Yeah, but she didn't sleep well last night. It's probably just, catching up on
Yeah,
sleep.
we got stuff to do. We are on a tight timeline.
Ah, fine. She just looks at him. Does he have coffee on him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's just like, Price is your coffee.
No, you're not gonna do that to me, are you?
You can always make yourself a fresh brew.
Here.
Cheers. I'll go make her up.
Yeah, you like, how do you go about waking her up?
Yes, so she'll go and I guess go over to Bobby May.
Mm-hmm.
And if Bobby May hasn't woken up to hey, gotta wake up, the usual unhelpful
Mm-hmm.
things are, she'll just kind of take her tuning fork and just ding next to her ear.
Right in the ear.
That would
If
do
she doesn't
it.
wake up,
It takes a second. Usually someone would jolt awake. That wakes her up as if she was being gently shaken or something. She slowly comes out of it. And Bobby May, you hear that tuning fork resound through your sleep. But it sounds almost like a gentle bell. Until you actually kind of wake up and you hear the resonance.
Okay. Hi. Good morning.
yeah, she puts it down on some clothes so it's muffled and just sips her nice well-earned coffee. Morning to you too. You slept like the
What?
dead.
What time is it?
She just looks over at Teddy because he's the one who actually cares about time.
If it's left up to Teddy,
Mhm.
it is a bright and early 7 a.m.
Very
that it got up. It is
Mhm.
probably 7:30-ish by the time everybody
okay.
got aroused.
Yeah, she just turns back. It's too early. Something 7 before 8. So really, none of us should be up.
It's already 7? Oh my god. Okay. Hold on.
7:30.
Give me. Oh man, I did really sleep real deep. Okay. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be ready.
You
Just a
get up
minute.
before 7.
Yeah. In New York, I gotta be up super early to get the stories and stuff, so 7 is late. And I will get up and very quickly, kind of like a little, when you've had when you take a nap in the afternoon and
Oh.
you wake up and you're sleep
You were-
hungover.
You remember your dream last night.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah, and it feels a little bit more like a memory than a dream. Weird.
Dream. Okay. Does it feel so? It feels a little bit more like a memory than a dream. Does it feel weird to me? Am I getting a weird vibe from my memory? If that makes sense.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, yeah.
Something's slightly off. Okay.
A little bit,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
You
Bobby's
don't
ready
remember
in,
going to a
10
doctor's
minutes.
office like that.
In spoons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm terrified. Bobby's ready relatively quickly, 10 minutes later, out of the bathroom, all ready for the day. Squared up, ready to go.
You guys will hear kicking at the door. Hey, can someone let me in? My hands are full.
Teddy opens the door.
I kind of come in with a platter of various cups and random bits and bobs. Well, everyone, hope everyone slept great. Took the liberty of grabbing something to munch on. Coffee, or this might be tea. It might be hot cocoa. I'm not actually sure. I just kind of asked for the, coffee, but I'm not sure if they understood me.
We're in Peru. I think everything's better than at home anyway. It just takes whatever it is and just
Yeah,
makes more.
there would have been coffee and coca tea.
Excellent.
No hot cocoa, because that's a different.
Gotcha. How we all feeling this morning?
I'll take one of those. Thank you very much, Parker.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Help yourself.
Great when I get more of this coffee in me.
Yeah, this is actually really good. What'd you put in it?
A little bit of love.
Did you bring any coffee for Julio as well?
Oh,
Of
You
course.
did.
I
Okay.
did.
He is moved almost to the point of tears. Got coffee for me?
Oh, whoa. Was I not supposed to? Is this like a religious
No.
thing, or?
No, this is very nice. Thank you very much.
does no
Yeah,
one
of
get
course.
you
Oh, wake yourself up.
coffee, Julio?
I get myself coffee all the time. You know.
Forget I asked.
I'm going to go check the car. He's gonna go.
Speaking of which, do we think we need the car today? How are we organizing this little hunt of mysteries
Well-
for us?
I thought we were just going to like that Greenpeace table.
The lottery?
Yeah, that thing.
Signing ourselves to the lottery, right? And then
For the
going to their
hippies.
their hippie rally. She just like looks through her like shirts and she's like, "Do I have anything tie-dye?"
We also have a lead, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if my character knows this. I think one of us overheard something about people like going to the island in the middle of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. People are talking about the islands out there. There's actually several islands in Lake Titicaca. There's Isla de la Sol, there's Isla de Luna. Those two are on the Bolivian side. But then, let's see. Parker, you're a history kind of guy. Give me a
Yeah.
history check. You're thinking about islands in the lake.
Yeah, which
Wow. That's pretty close enough that I could use some luck if I really wanted it.
Yep.
Does meets beats or do I get under?
No, meets it, beats it. Yeah.
You know what? I'll go down to 36. I already used some in my prologue. I'll be a little spendy. But I'll
right.
take it to a 60.
60. You remember, like, islands in the middle of the lake, and then it hits you. You recall that there is several thousand people actually live out on the islands and the lake. But not the islands most people would think of. You know, made of solid land, coming out of the water. No, you remember that the Uros people live on floating islands made out of reeds, about 8 feet thick, on the water. They live there. They live on the lake itself. Their boats are made out of reeds. They live primarily a hunter-gatherer type of lifestyle. They don't really come into contact with people on the shore all that often. Like, if they really need something, they will, but they're pretty self-sufficient out there. You remember reading, they're kind of centralized. So based on what you know of Lake Titicaca, they're probably about 8-9 miles out from shore on the middle of the lake. And there's probably, let me see, about 10,000 people living out there.
Ooh.
On many, many floating islands. About 6 families per island. They, like,
I
hook 'em
explained
together.
that to the others, and then continue with. So I'm not sure if the folks are visiting these islands. I doubt it. They probably go for the bigger land masses. But I guess if we really wanted to know what's going on, those be the people to talk to. You know, if they would even talk to us.
Well, go ahead, Irina.
just this is more just a thought. Mostly towards you, Lindy, actually.
Yes.
Didn't I roll last session, or maybe I'm making this up, on which place would be well suited for a big gathering?
Mm-hmm.
I'm searching through my memories
Uh-huh.
and my very scant notes.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I was there an island that we thought would
You,
be
you,
suitable.
you know that there were islands on Lake Titicaca and that they would hold an appropriate amount of people comparable to the Morai ruins.
And we know which one?
Any of them, really. I mean, aside from, like, the tiny, like, this is a rock sticking out of the water size islands. They're all fairly decent sized.
Okay. Yeah, I think if that's the case, Irina just, like, gives her, like, I think you're right, we should talk to people. I can't imagine which one's the best place for acoustics. Because all of them
Well-
are decent size.
That's fair. But that poem, it did say, high up where people live floating, we shall float among them. That kind of sounds like, to me, about those floating islands that you were talking about, Parker.
That is a good catch.
Maybe
Exactly
they got,
sounds like it.
like their own one or something like that.
I mean, they're definitely going to be seeing outsiders, though, right? They can't be that good at camouflaging themselves around them, so.
Well, I don't think they are. I mean, they are camouflaging, obviously, like the cult itself, but I don't think like their front is really camouflaging. If they're doing this lottery and they're doing, like all this recruiting and stuff, I don't think they're hiding too hard. Maybe like they're more darker stuff if that's what they're into, but
You think the
I think
lottery
they-
chooses who goes out on the lake?
it could be. Maybe they're inviting like non-members or something like that with the chance to become initiated, or maybe they'll I don't know exactly what this lottery is for. Maybe it's for like, oh, you won the lottery to join this big old party, this floating island barge party kind of thing.
Must be an experience. So, I mean, there's 5 of us. If we each put our names, we have a higher chance.
Right.
Check the time, how long until the lottery is drawn.
You know that the booth was going to be set up in the afternoon.
So we got time.
So you got a little time. They'll probably start handing out things, flyers and such around lunchtime.
So we got a few hours. It sounds like.
Right.
We want to
Try our
scope
hand.
the place. We need to get out there as early as we can.
Or we do the irresponsible thing and we do a bit of sightseeing and have some fun. Nah, you're
mean,
right. We should actually be working.
I mean, we could technically do a bit of both, don't you think? We could, because that's what we were trying to do yesterday. When I took those pictures of like the arch and everything, is we're trying to look like tourists, so we might as well do some touristy things in the area, of course, of the lottery. And see if maybe, because if they're recruiting in that big old area, they're going to be recruiting in other touristy areas, at least in my opinion. That's what I would do if I ran a cult.
I'd probably like to look at wherever there's big crowds and protests about water pollution.
Yeah, they did say that was something that they were like into, right? In one of their flyers or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that does make sense. Maybe like some of the city centers or something like that.
Wherever there's something politically related, there's someone protesting something.
So we thinking we go to where the crowds are.
Yeah, might as well.
Right.
Good a start as any.
Since we don't have too much of a lead besides the lottery.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many people here. Excited tourist seems like a pretty decent cure. Also, potential members that are in the know as well. Because, yeah, that was the clue for anyone who followed behind them, right?
Right.
Okay, so honestly, we fit their profile. People who are interested in what they're doing, who want to learn more. Not too shady.
All
And
right.
care for the environment. Let's go.
Oh, does this mean we don't need our good friend and he can just have the day off, or what are we thinking?
Well, I mean, he knows the city, doesn't he? Maybe he can like take us to the touristy spots for the morning.
Make sure he gets us
Show
back
us
to the
this-
lottery in the afternoon.
Right. Show us to the city centers, and maybe like I feel like town hall would be a place that somebody would protest. I don't know. What do y'all think?
They have a town hall.
That's an excellent question for Julio.
I think I just want to see if they have something egg-related for breakfast, so I'm ready to just go out.
Fair. I am quite hungry.
I love street food.
I love food.
The hotel does have a little restaurant if you wish to, get your victuals there, or you could check out the town a bit, get some breakfast elsewhere. Up to you.
I feel like
does
I would
Julio come
love
back?
to risk food poisoning. in the morning.
Julio would come back probably 20 minutes later. He was getting his car all, cleaned up, checked out, making sure everything's good for you guys. Yes.
Julio.
Hey! Hi! Yes,
Yes.
how can I help?
We were hoping that you might. Do you know this place as good as your hometown?
Not quite as well, but good enough.
If we wanted the full tourist circuit, do you think you could oblige us?
I would love to show you around everywhere.
Yes. With one important caveat, we need to be back at the fountain. It was a fountain, right?
The Ark.
The Ark. Sorry.
Arch.
We need to be
Ark.
back by the Ark. Apparently, there's some event going on that we don't want to miss out in the afternoon.
Okay, sure. Yes, I'd love to show you around.
Excellent. You had breakfast yet?
Not yet. No, I was just making sure the car was all clean.
What do you think? Street food, pretty safe? Or kind of chancy?
Where have you traveled recently?
Whatever town we just came from.
Okay, drink the bottled water. The food will be fine.
Sounds
And he
good.
will take you around and show you about. He gets some quick breakfast. And he'll be happy to show you the Puno Cathedral, which is one of the top sites in Puno. Because this is the Cathedral Basilica San Carlos Borromeo, and it was built here in 1757. It's very old. It was the seat of the Roman Catholic diocese of Puno. It's made in an Andean Baroque architectural tradition, and there's service multiple days a week if you want to go. It's really pretty at night. It's all lit up. Otherwise, we've got some other places, like the plaza in front of the church. It's also really nice here. It's a big plaza. We have lots of gatherings here sometimes. There is Pino Park. It also faces the church, but it's got a fountain, and it's very, very nice. Lots of kids like to play in there a lot of the time. Been there a while. There's some museums. Do you like museums?
Love them.
Yeah, no, museums are fantastic. The sound of that church. Let me back up. I like the sound of that church and the park and the big old
Mhm.
plaza. I think that wouldn't be a bad place to check out. Maybe see if there's anything going on there and learn some stuff. What do y'all think?
Look
Sure.
to the others. Nod.
Might find breakfast.
I think I'm here to make sure that y'all don't get killed.
I'm inclined to trust your nose
I
for.
don't think the church is
anything
very
newsworthy.
deadly.
Well,
Yeah, not the church being deadly, more like other things. But yeah, no, I think the church sounds fantastic, Julio.
historically speaking, churches could be well, never mind.
You're not wrong.
Before we I think set off fully, I think I'll just probably call Bobby May. Do we have a we have the room, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll just
got it
kind
for,
of
a couple
tap
nights.
her. Yeah, cool. I'll just quickly kind of beckon her towards where our stuff, and I was like, here, for you. It's like a, those inflatable
Like on the airplane
floaty things.
like-
Yeah, the little floaty.
Yeah.
They're not full on the good
Right.
stuff, but they'll keep your neck above water,
Yeah.
sort of. Just if you ever need it, just didn't seem like you really want to be near that lake yesterday night.
Yeah. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and I'm definitely gonna keep this on me. I'm gonna put it in my bag. Water's not my best friend. You know how last night I mentioned that my twin sister died. She drowned, so that part of it, yeah. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am definitely. I love this. This is fantastic. Thank you.
No worries. It just gives her like a just we'll walk away. It's like emotions.
Too much. I love it.
All right. And you're able to, head on out. Julio shows you, points out everything on the way. That's a dog. I don't know if it's a friendly dog, so maybe don't pet it. And over there, and it's just, his normal thing. All the way from the hotel to the cathedral. And it's a rather pretty cathedral. It's been
Very
here
pretty.
a while. It's one of the bigger places in town. Puno isn't as big as Cusco, but it is a sizable location. And the cathedral is open for any who wish to use it, as it is, let me see. I believe it's Friday, April 11th, 1986.
Yes. As we
It's a beautiful
arrive,
day. A little overcast.
a little overcast. Okay. Are there any
Cloudy.
Oh, my brain just stopped. Crowds, protests. Are there any any crowds, any gatherings, anything like that in this plaza or the park or anything like that?
Oddly enough, no.
Okay. Is it does it seem busy for a Friday? Is it kind of deserted? What's
Seems kind of like your average kind of Friday would be. More people sitting around a little bit, like on the outskirts, like eating food out of to-go containers and that kind of thing. The restaurants all seem busier than usual, and the hotels as well. But overall, the foot traffic on the street is pretty light. Just pretty much the locals moving about, running
Okay.
errands. But the food in places and hotels are busy.
But we're not really seeing a ton of tourists or anything?
At the restaurants and hotels,
But not in the streets. Okay.
no. Oddly enough, no.
Okay.
You want to check out the interior?
Yeah, might as well. We're here. Y'all notice how busy the restaurants and hotels and stuff are?
I mean, that's how it usually is around a touristy spot, isn't it? People-
Yeah, especially for an event.
Well, yeah, but typically tourists go to see the sights. And the food, yeah, absolutely. But
Oh,
I-
I see.
I would imagine if they're, actual tourists and not culturist tourists, then they would be seeing the sights, Am I thinking too much about? I'm probably looking.
No,
I'm
no,
just-
you're making sense. And if the potato we found were any indicator, there's a lot of them. So
Yeah, there was a lot of potatoes in the Morai ruins. Absolutely.
am I
Okay.
getting a vibe that people are more waiting than touristing?
Yes, that would be an accurate way to describe this vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking that we sort of relax here? Kind of catch the
Yeah.
vibe and then follow along as things happen.
I don't think that's a bad idea. We can just kind of hang out, spend some time in the park, and just wait and watch these tourists and figure out where they're going. My assumption is that they're going for the lottery, but doesn't hurt to
plus-
watch.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a crowd if all these people and the ones we aren't looking at show up for the lottery.
Right. Well, that's what, Julio was saying the other day, was that his city was flooded with people. They had thousands of people there. Sounds like these cultists are drawing a pretty big crowd.
Hopefully
So we
they-
better make the English and queue early when it starts forming.
What?
Is that what
What?
that saying is?
She's just, I don't know. I believe that's the
Sure.
national pastime there.
Getting in line early.
Yeah.
Thinking back about this and like, yeah, yeah, that adds
I
up.
will
Part of
take
the
y'all's
line
word for
later,
it.
He doesn't understand. It's like
I have never I've never been over there, so I will take y'all's word for it.
As far as I'm concerned, you ain't missing that much.
Fair. That's very fair.
What? But that food, though. Big shit-eating grin.
Aw.
Have you tasted Vegemite before? Has anybody tried to feed you that shit?
No.
I
It's
can't tell if
gross.
this is Teddy or if this is. The answer in both is character and player. No, not really.
Yes.
Okay, so sounds like we pick up some grub, some drinks, so that stuff. So we can wait this out till it's the lottery time.
Yeah, we can explore the church a little, take a look around, just kind of meander on our way through this area. And then once the crowds start heading, we can follow.
Yep.
What type of clothes are there? Is it like a hippie crowd? Like what do the crowds in the restaurants and hotels look like?
Okay, I wish there was like a culture check. Look at your character sheets to see. Cause like you'll get a general vibe, but I'm wondering if you can get anything. I guess just a spot hidden to see like exactly how much you pick up.
Okay. Spot hidden. Oh, that's a failure. That's an 85.
So I'll give you a general vibe.
Mhm.
Some hippies. There's actually a fair number of hippies, but also like some punks.
That tracks. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You see some-
Anti-establishment
You
kind
see
of
some
thing.
mohawks. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Some
yeah, we just hang
denim
out for a bit.
jackets. Yeah, you're able to hang out. Julio is more than happy to be your runner for food and drinks if you need more while you're waiting in line. And you're waiting in the area of the Arco de Ostua. I'm guessing that's where the table's going to be set up. And right about after lunchtime, which you guys have some delicious ceviche for lunch. It's very good. Gosh, you'd think I'd never give you attention in your life. I know. And before you know it, you see a couple of ladies go over to the card table and start setting stuff up. Tablecloth over it, they sign, they get stacks of flyers and clipboards and pencils, and you can't sit there. And yeah, the works. One of them is very quiet. She's got big glasses, button-up shirt. She's got the tape on the center of the glasses. She looks to be like she's got a kind of an accountant vibe about her, a little bit. And there's like a chair in the front and a chair like behind. She takes the chair behind. Behind. And then the regular chair behind the table, there is a young lady who's got ripped off sleeves on her t-shirt. So it's more like a tank top now. She cut the collar to, give it a little extra space. She's got a bunch of piercings, fingerless gloves, dark, acid wash jeans, a whole tattoo sleeve up her arm. And she appears to be Chinese Peruvian. She's got snake tattoos going up both her arms, actually.
Okay.
Very on brand.
And she just does the final touches and then just sits behind and sits behind and wait.
I'm gonna immediately walk up.
Okay.
If there's only so many spots, I I don't know if there's going to be a crowded rush eventually. So I'll just like kind of wink at the others. I'm just going to go up alone. If it's a litmus test and I fail, then we got 3 more shots.
Okay. She'll look at you, and she'll start. Hola.
Hello.
And if, hi. Yes. Hello. Would you care to sign a petition to stop water pollution in Lake Titicaca?
Absolutely.
Here's a pencil.
I'm going to just sign my name, Lee Parker.
Mm-hmm. Lee Parker. Congrats on being the first to sign today.
Well, what can I say? When you see a cause I believe in, and you know you need to do something, you gotta step up and do it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. She'll take the clipboard back, put the pencil back in the cup. She's got a few other stacks of paper on her table. She's like, so, I don't think I've seen you around before.
I'm a newcomer, but a quick study.
You'll pick up in no time.
That's what I'm hoping for. But you know, if I can get a helping hand, I would not say no.
Wonderful. So, what you're saying is you'd like to make a donation.
Absolutely.
$20?
That's a lot of money in old times, isn't it?
A lot of money.
It's about it's about $45 in 1980 money.
Without even breaking eye contact, I reach for my wallet, pull out fuck it, Wintercroft's paying for everything, $40, and then put it down.
Yep. She's like, cool. She takes it and she just like throws it over her shoulder to the lady in the glasses, who takes it, opens a box, puts it in, and she'll hand you a flyer. It's like stop water pollution. Don't let all the fish in Lake Titicaca die. Think of the frogs, like, you know, that kind of thing. All on the front. And she goes, thank you so much for your donation. Guess I'll be seeing you later.
I hope so. Oh, I did come with a friend. They're not feeling too well. Drank water, not the bottled kind. I'm hoping that maybe I can grab a flyer for them too.
Yeah, well, if they're not feeling great, then they should definitely make a donation. Yeah.
I can make one on their behalf.
It's not usually our policy, but you're the first
Come
one today.
on.
I'll allow it.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Make a mental note. It's like, God damn, I need to ask Wintercroft for more money. Put some more cat down.
Another 40, and she hands you a second one of the exact same flyer you already have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great rest of your day.
You as well, and I'll see you later. Wink.
Mm.
And I will walk away.
Mm-hmm. Do you examine your flyers?
I do look at them while I'm walking away. I'm not gonna beeline towards you three. I'm gonna like walk past you, so they don't like see anything up.
The front is the exact same, like save the frogs, but on the backs of these, there is like a barcode, but without the bar. It's like a serial number on the back, and a map.
Ooh, and now we have 2 maps, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I just walk past the 3 of you, but I kind of like glance and like give you like definitely have something here.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, then Teddy will do the same thing. Less money though. Teddy's not giving up. $40 is gonna drop a 20, like they asked for.
Right,
Take the flyer.
Thank
not
you.
ask
Have
a whole lot
great
of
rest of your
questions.
day.
You too.
I think I should probably go as well, just to make sure I'm on the lottery.
Mm-hmm. Get your name on the petition.
Yeah, sorry, got put the name on the petition and have a donation as well, just in case. Make sure we secure a spot.
Yep, you've got your name on there, and you're given the exact same map. You see some other people The people who don't make donations get a different flyer and sign a different clipboard.
Oh, interesting. And the people who don't make donations, what do they look like? Like, are they
Locals,
more
people
varied
passing by.
comparatively?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas the people who make donations, they have a vibe to
Are
them,
seeking
don't they?
out, yes. They actually, a lot of times they go, I'd like to make a donation first. Before even talking.
Okay. Okay. If that's the case, I probably would have been like, I'd like to make a donation as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And then sign the
Just make a
petition.
donation, she has you sign.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yes.
Mhm.
I
And
will
I'll
add that Teddy did not put his real name on there.
Okay.
It is Leon Kendricks.
Leon
nice.
Kendricks. Okay.
I think I just spelt my name wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. And does Bobby May go up?
She will. She's gonna wait a little, just kind of doing the same thing Irina does. Just watch the crowd, see kind of like what's happening. And I want to I'm specifically watching like the accountant chick.
Yes.
I just want to see what like her vibe is. Like
Give me
she's
a
obviously
psychology check.
yeah, like she's obviously the one handling the money,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to kind of psychology. Okay. That is a success, a 52.
She seems tired. First of all.
Okay.
She definitely also is probably an accountant for realsies, though.
Okay.
She's giving off total like vibes, and she gets one, and she's like, the change isn't correct. She's just like giving change and counting up things. She's giving change back sometimes.
Okay.
It seems that they do not accept donations over $20 increments. So $40 gets you 2 flyers. $20 gets you 1 flyer. They don't accept donations for less.
Or any less. Okay.
And if you give them more, they will give you change. Almost as if you're buying something rather than making a donation.
Right. Okay.
And she seems to just
Okay.
be doing her job. She's tired, though. She's very
Yeah.
tired.
Okay.
And does
After
not
I
quite
spend-
vibe as much as the lady in the chair does.
As the other lady.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's just the two of them?
Just the 2 of them.
Just two of them. Okay.
Mhm.
How busy does the table seem?
It picks up. The later in the afternoon it gets, the busier it gets.
Okay. When it's kind of busy where I might like blend into the crowd just a little bit more, I'll go up.
Mhm.
I'll do the same thing like Irina noticed with I'd like to, make a donation. While I'm signing and I don't sign my name, I imagine as a photojournalist, I have like a list of fake names that I use when I'm investigating
Alias,
something.
yeah.
I use one of those. And I'm like, it's a real shame about this weather. Is it supposed to clear up before tonight?
Oh, there's like that German saying, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing choices. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
if it decides to rain on us, it's just,
rains.
it's just Mother Earth crying.
Absolutely. I definitely feel that. All right. Well, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. See you later.
And then I will go find the rest of the group.
I like this name backwards, misspelled, fake name, Elias.
Nice. And yeah, you're able to all meet up. It's probably 2 in the afternoon at this point.
Comparing flyers. Got an
Teddy
extra, I guess.
absolutely asked, did anybody use their real name?
I
Oh,
mean, I
no.
put mine backwards.
Absolutely not.
It
Never.
sounds the same either way. Well,
I technically put mine in right. Just I spelled mine with an I instead of an E. Is that fine?
I have a feeling these folks aren't going to go after my credit,
Well, maybe that was something we probably should have discussed before we signed documents for a cult. But
I'll be honest with you. I'm not into a bunch of the spooky stuff that we talk about around here or what have you. However, my grandmother once told me when I was real young that names have power to them. Give the name only to people you trust. I don't trust cultists.
That's very fair.
Sounds like a smart one.
Hopefully it doesn't mean anything. I don't think it will, but
You never know.
I'm just trying to cover my ass just in case.
Hey, no, honestly, I was a little too gung-ho since we finally got after sitting around for hours.
Also, did we just pay to join the cult? Is this like a fraternity?
Apparently.
We did. I think we did.
Well, I think what we paid for is a map. And I kind of flick the flyer back and forth. Can I take a closer look? Does it look like anything I've seen?
Yes. I would if you're trying to, well, you're not trying to navigate with the map yet, so you don't have to make a navigate check. But it's definitely a map of the area. It looks like. You see it. Puno is there labeled. And each one of you guys it's the same map, but each one has a different serial number on the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay. It does look like then these are effectively our tickets in. And I got an extra one for Julio if he wants to join.
I'm sorry, you want to bring Julio with us to a cult meeting?
I mean, like, I don't...
You're going to drag that poor man into our nonsense?
Well,
he does seem a little
Here's the thing I was thinking about, though. Julio does need friends.
So you're going to invite him into a cult?
No, that's exactly why we shouldn't bring him.
Right, we should not bring him.
Well,
I thought you were saying... Let's join.
on an argument for bringing Julio there, he would be more interesting with this story under his belt. Maybe he'd actually get somewhere with someone during drinks.
That's a great one for the kids. Yeah, so this
What?
one time,
Use
I was
the cult as
traveling
a
with some
pickup
people
line?
from America, and they helped me to get into a cult. And that's where I
signed me
met
up
your
for a cult.
mother.
Without me knowing.
Honestly, I was only joking. I don't think Julio should join us. Though, with his
I'm sorry, did you
cultural
say my name?
background...
I came here with snacks.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Julio.
thank you.
Julio, you
Hello.
interested in joining the cult?
A what?
God.
No, don't answer that. It's
What?
not a real question.
Okay.
Honestly, I got this mainly because, my folks have a saying: if it's worth one of having, then having a backup ain't bad either. So, and also, this is limited supply, basic supply and demand. If we find someone for enough who wants a ticket in, this might be a great negotiating tool too.
Sure. It's not bad.
Just bringing
Julio.
we're ditching him.
Yes.
Well, I meant to ask when we were in the Morai ruins. Have you ever heard of Yacumama?
I give him an idea check. Come here, Julio. Yeah, I've heard about the Yacumama. Yeah, isn't a
You
big
know anything?
snake in the
Right.
Amazon
Yeah, like a big snake.
sucks up
mother of
people's
the
life
world,
force.
Mother of water or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Do you know of any like foundings or any like sightings or anything like that of people believing of Yacumama here?
No, we're quite a ways from the Amazon.
Well, that's
here
what
in
I
the,
thought.
the Andes. So
Okay, all right. I was just curious.
I'd heard about it though.
Right.
Back
right.
in
Impressive.
school, kids would talk about it.
Yeah, it was like a myth kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, Julio, we're not gonna be here tonight, so you will have the room to yourself.
Okay.
Are
you sure?
Yeah. We might come back later, but we're invited to this event, so we're gonna be out for a bit.
Oh, all right. You have lots of fun. I will
I
get
kind of
some
want to
dinner.
invite him.
Julio, do you want to join?
No.
And maybe I'll go down to the hotel bar and chat with some people.
There you go.
Work on that. Work on talking with folks. That's how y'all start. And once you get used to talking with folks, everything else just kind of flows along after.
I talk with folks all the time.
Well, there you go. Already halfway there.
Yep.
Now, Julio, maybe you're right, but think for a second. Do you talk at them or with them?
He looks like at you like doesn't quite know what the difference is. He's like, maybe it's a language barrier.
Do they talk back to you
Oh yeah, they say things like, yes, or go away. I don't like your face.
Oh,
Leave me alone. You know.
Julio.
Okay. Okay. Try listening.
Okay.
And then when you listen, you don't say anything
Uh-huh.
until there's a particular or specific time
Uh-huh.
where you would elicit a response. Like,
Okay.
Julio,
Yes.
do you have a dog?
No, she died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And me too.
When is... What's the weather like today? How do you like the
Conversation.
weather?
Well, it looks a little like maybe rain.
Do you like rainy days?
I don't know. Sometimes they're nice for a good cry, you know.
Excellent. See, there you go. You're already getting it. These
Okay.
are the kind of conversations you want to have.
You
Talk
know,
about-
Theo may not be coming, but maybe he knows the city well enough to help us figure out where this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, there's also a time above your serial number. The time says 5:30 p.m.
5:30. This serial number does it look like coordinates, or is it literally just a serial?
It looks like a
number?
serial number. It looks like a serial
Okay,
number.
okay.
Probably some kind of personalized phone number information
Yeah, ticket. Yeah.
that they have.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll take a look at the map for you. Goes, oh yeah. If you hold it like this, barely made it. If you hold it like this, yeah. No, I could drive you here if you want. It's on the
Yeah.
lakeshore.
Of
Sure.
course it is.
Won't
Save
complain
some
about
time.
Did you want to go now, or did you want to get like some lunch first? I mean, I know I brought snacks, but you know,
I think we got time. Won't be till evening.
it's a couple hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about we all go get some like a late lunch?
Come on, Teddy.
early
You're
dinner.
responsible spending of the company's money.
it. All right.
Yes. Julio, nicest place for lunch. Let's go.
Okay. And he will take you to... Vic. My notes, come here, notes. The Cafe Bar de la Casa del Corregidor. I do not speak. But it's like a cute little cafe with a courtyard. It's like between buildings and like a little corridor. It's very cute. They've got lots of little dishes. They have like burgers there as well, like for the more Americanized folks. But they have like quinoa salads and lots of fresh fruits and local vegetables. It looks pretty tasty. There's a lot of fish there on the menu, caught from the lake. It looks like a hoppin' little joint. And
I
it's
dare you
very
all to order
tasty.
the special without asking what it is.
You know, actually, I'm feeling a bit of a burger. I think that's what I'm going to go for today.
Give me the
I have been-
special.
I have been very adventurous with my food tasting, and I just want a burger.
You know, a burger does sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll get the special as well. See what
Brave
And of
they
course-
souls, both of you.
Of course, we
This-
have Julio join us.
Yes, he gets the special as well. The special is some local freshwater fish,
Fish.
battered with quinoa and then deep fried.
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Is of course on a bed of potatoes with some like salad and stuff with it, some tomatoes, other tasty vegetables with it. It's very good. And
See?
you two can get.
Sometimes adventure went out.
That's very true. But this burger is delicious.
It's very good. And
So,
it took you probably had a 20-minute wait before you got to sit down because again, the restaurants are quite busy today.
We're busy. Yeah.
Delicioso.
Very much.
So, you know that book I'm working on where like folks are infiltrating this kind of secret organization? I'm running into some problems with like what happens when they actually get there. Like, I mean, what do you think they should do? My characters, I mean, if they have to like they're told to do some weird stuff, or they want to take them to a secluded place far away from where they first started. Got any
Yeah.
ideas?
Well, I think that depends on your character's motivations and why they're there in the first place. What are they looking for? Why have they infiltrated this evil organization?
If I remember correctly, information gathering, really.
Well, then I think as long as nobody gets injured, whatever they're comfortable with. Thoughts?
I mean, if you're going to really do the undercover thing, you have to do it all the way.
Going deep.
I joined a mafia once.
Really?
What?
What?
Just look up for my fish, like, what?
Yeah, everybody. Huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, y'all know that I'm a photojournalist, so for one of my stories, I ended up having to join a mafia. And you're right, when you go undercover, sometimes you gotta go deep undercover. So I joined a mafia. That story actually never ended up getting printed because things happened, and if I printed it, I'd probably be murdered. But, you know, it happens.
How'd you
Yeah.
get out?
Very carefully.
All right.
I'm going to
Bobby
assume
May.
that's not your real name.
Who knows?
Good for you, I guess.
I've
What's
been
a
in
mafia?
It's like a gang, but, you know,
Oh.
more familial.
Organized crime.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Thank you, Irina.
okay. I see. What do you think about the weather?
It's very overcast and it's not too hot out. I think it's quite pleasant.
Me too.
Great for crying.
It is
Yes.
a good day to die.
Well, who's died?
Hopefully none of us.
Hopefully.
So back to your story book that you're
Right,
writing.
story.
Okay.
So
What
guess-
if
oh, go
this
ahead.
infiltrating, just, the characters? How far does somebody go to infiltrate? Like, I don't know. Let's say one of your characters joined the mafia, for example. Would they kill a
That's good
person?
detail. I mean, like on a personal level, I'm all for self-defense, but I haven't crossed that line. I can't imagine crossing that line, you know?
Mhm.
Unless you really needed to. But even then, like, I doubt things stay the same.
What
after
the hell
that,
are they
right?
infiltrating if they have to kill somebody?
Depends, I guess. If it's of the organized criminal nature, I don't really know. Perhaps we should ask the expert?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't killed anybody.
Just
Is
like
she
study
lying?
her
Seen people
face,
get
like,
killed?
Oh, no.
If you want to
What's
see if
the
she's lying, a
insight check?
psychology check.
Thank you. I
I'm
will
not good
try.
at that, but I will try.
I mean, we have to. We have to.
We
do
have
it.
to. We have to.
After that,
No.
bomb being dropped.
I
No.
don't expect I'm gonna
I know
pass, but I
nothing.
have to try.
Spent 39 points of luck to find out if Bobby Mays killed a man. Too good of a poker face.
No one succeeds. And so, no, she hasn't killed anybody.
Yeah, no. I imagine it's a personal choice if you're willing to cross that line. Again, when you infiltrate an organization on any level, you know, whether it's a factory who's, you know, undercutting their employees and making dangerous safety protocols, people end up dying that way. Depending on how deep undercover you go, it really depends on what you're willing to put on the line for the story, figuratively and literally. Personally, I probably wouldn't. That would probably be the point where I'd be like, okay, I'm out, bye. But I think it just depends on what you're comfortable with.
I can agree to that. Though, depending on how deep we get, might not have much of a choice. There's a lot of them, and there's only 4 of us.
The more I think about this, the more I'm like, if you're in a position where you're undercover so deep that you have to consider killing someone, you probably shouldn't be undercover if that's a thing that you have to think about considering.
Out of curiosity, while this isn't all happening, anybody like paying attention to our conversation? Just
Give me a spot
Yeah.
hidden check.
because this is an interesting conversation.
It's all hypothetical, of course.
Pathetic.
Obviously.
So, you have the benefit of you're speaking English in a predominantly Spanish-speaking country. So some people are looking at you like every so often, like if you get a little louder in tone. But you don't really see anyone staring at you or looking at you like, okay, out. Mostly because they're just like, whatever. You do see a couple of people. They're not listening on you, but they seem to be having a similarly invested conversation of their own across the way.
What's their invested conversation? I'm curious now. Well, they're
That
like,
would be a listen check.
I'm gonna have a listen. I'm one of those patrons.
You
Be
point
wary
this
of
out?
me. No. Well, you guys are having the talk. I'm just like, ooh.
Dropping
courting
some
ears are
casual
who?
eaves.
Yeah. You don't do that when you go out to eat.
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir.
All right, so you drop some eaves, and they look like a couple maybe, and guy's like, oh gosh, I'm just so excited. It's my first time. She's like, it's okay. I've done this so many times before. You don't even have to worry about anything. I'm gonna guide you through all the steps. We're gonna have the time of our lives.
I think Irina just like, while you guys are having that conversation, her eyes just widen, just sips a drink slowly, like.
You're probably gonna get some really intense feelings along the way, but that's okay. We all do. And he's like, really? And that's okay? And she's like, yeah. Just embrace it, you know? Just ride the vibes, man. And he's like, all right, yeah, just try it. Okay. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
I think when you guys are having that really intense, like, you know, getting undercover conversation, you just see her face just change as she seems very distracted, just eating that fish. This is totally fish. Yeah.
Irina, you all right, darling?
Yeah, I'm great. Why? Sorry.
No reason. No, you're
What
fine,
were we
darling.
talking about?
Cults and hypothetically in Lee's book over here, how to
Right.
infiltrate them. Hypothetically.
Right.
If
yeah.
you were
Sorry.
undercover, would you kill
Right.
someone?
Right.
And how many people Bobby has killed,
I
potentially.
haven't killed anyone.
I believe you, kind of.
Isn't it in the story is blood in, blood out, Bobby May?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Sounds like a confession to me.
No.
Okay, so we go in, characters go in looking for information. They pull out when they have reached their level of comfort. But it sounds like we're all pretty committed that the longer it can last, the more info we'll probably get.
Right.
The characters should probably wear their life jackets or keep it on them somewhere.
Yeah. And
No
they
working.
would probably have like a code word or a code phrase or something to like signal the others.
Okay, like Bobby
Like-
has certainly killed a man.
I have not killed a man. You are incorrect, sir.
I'm just
No. She hasn't killed anyone. She's just seen people get killed and maybe or maybe not has that on film.
That's why she uses the camera. She won't be driven by the bloodlust if she sees them through the lens.
Behind the lens. No. Listen, we should have a phrase or a code word or something that your characters can say when it's either too much or, there's danger afoot or something. All good investigating teams
Have a safety
coordinate like that. Yeah, have a safety word. Yeah.
Oh, well, here's something easy and potentially fairly common. How about I shouldn't have driven that water?
Shouldn't have drank that water. Thoughts?
Now I have a bunch of thoughts about safety words, but that's neither here nor there. We'll just use how about Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yeah. It's not something we'd say by accident.
That's very true.
But it's really difficult to bring Cleveland into a sentence. What about something like butter?
Butter?
We're not going to use butter unless, someone wants to talk about buttering someone's biscuits or buttering someone up.
You have a southerner.
You do have a southerner. I don't know, darling. I talk about butter quite a bit.
Butter my biscuit.
It's every 10th word.
But butter is one of the food groups.
It is. She's just like,
absolutely. It's its own food group.
Wow, I think I've been
Butter
missing
and
a lot
lard.
of that in my diet and my upbringing then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was part of my childhood. But after you start to grow up and box and you have to stay in shape and yada yada yada, then you just do that after you cut weight. Just eat a bunch of buttery noodles.
Life ain't worth living without butter.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, but
I like butter.
safe word.
Yeah. Thank you,
Safe
Julio.
Safe word, code word.
I like Cleveland. I think that's something that, because you could talk about how, like, oh, I miss Cleveland. I want to go home to Cleveland or something like that.
This reminds me of Cleveland. I've never been to Cleveland. Nothing at all.
There you go. That's a good one. Thank you, Julio.
Exactly.
Potentially name of a pet or friend.
Julio gets it.
Cleveland
All right,
works for me.
Cleveland safe word then.
Cleveland. All right.
Okay, and as you guys have enjoyed a leisurely late lunch, early dinner, before you know it, it is time to go to the meeting location. Is there anything you guys wish to drop off, bring with you, do before you go to the spot on the map?
I definitely. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess I can't bring everything in my possessions with me. That's a lot of stuff.
You could. There'd be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta pack up like Teddy, big old military backpack with the bedroll on there and everything.
I'm definitely gonna bring. I have like a bags. I've got my camera bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bringing my camera stuff. And then I also have the like floaty that Irina gave me tucked in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
How cold is it?
It's
Do we
like
imagine
chilly.
it's gonna be chilly? Okay, I bring a jacket too.
Yeah. It is April in South America. You're in autumn. It is chilly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take along a pack of cards, pocket knife, and flashlight.
Flashlight? Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I pack a bit heavy, I think, comparatively.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody gets a floaty. You get a floaty. You get a floaty. Even you get a floaty, Teddy, because you know what they say? Good swimmers are most likely to die because they trust themselves too much. So
See, I know better. I don't trust myself enough to save y'all if you go fall into a lake and start drowning. Because what happens is We jump in, we try to save you, and then you pull us down, and then we drown along with you.
Isn't that
Because
why you
no
offer
one
a
knows how
foot?
to keep their cool.
Fair.
That's fair.
But-
Panic is.
Here
a
you
thing.
go. Just in case. And she just like brings the rest of her stuff, like just like, and you don't think we're gonna need activated charcoal for this trip?
Think
Maybe.
so?
You never know. I mean, what if someone tries to poison us?
Actually,
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, she's just like, I'll take the med pack, just like ginormous pack, and just put that in her backpack.
Keeper,
Oh,
we see like a
right.
congregation of people moving in that direction.
Oddly enough, no.
Darn, I was hoping to do that as a vibe check to see if we come light or come packed heavy.
You do see a couple groups of people moving, but not like a throng of people. It's little couple people here, couple people there.
You know what? I think I will bring everything, and if see people nearby and they don't really have much, I'll just take the 3 things. If they do seem packed
Julio
up,
will
then
offer
I'll...
to drive you to the spot.
Yes, and I can
Perfect.
leave my stuff in Julio's car if
Mm-hmm.
it seems like we're packing very light.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing. What about you, Teddy?
No, Teddy brings everything. Like I said,
Everything?
I have that big ass backpack. I'm bringing everything in it because I don't know how
Okay.
long we're gonna be out here. So if you see
That's
what's in
valid.
my possessions, that's all on me.
Wonderful. Love it. Am here for
Lindy,
it.
I have
Yes.
a question.
I might have an answer.
So this was like something that I was planning to buy,
Mm-hmm.
but I have how do I say this? Procrastinated making my list of stuff.
Uh-huh.
I did consider getting walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm. Some little short-range walkie-talkies.
Yes, what I've been able to acquire said
Would have been able to get
walkie-talkies.
some of those in the States before you left, yeah.
Excellent, because that's like part of my paranoia kit. I've also got a
Mm-hmm.
mirror in case I need to do smoke signals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Gotcha.
I got a bottle of water just in case I gotta thwart someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I kept the dagger.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
from that wonderful not crazy lady.
Yeah, from the serial killer. Yep.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm actually not very comfortable holding this. Actually, I'm not really even sure why I brought it. I just kind of Anyone else want to hold this? It's. I feel nervous holding it.
It's probably not cursed.
Yeah,
Well,
If
I
it is
mean,
say
cursed, you should hold on to it.
Killed half
I
dozen
don't think
people.
I don't really think
Taking
it's
out their
cursed.
organs.
I mean, it was only used to
In a blood ritual.
yeah, I
Really?
it was
Can
only
I take a
used in a
look?
blood ritual. For this woman that tried to stab me with it. I don't know how I managed to keep this, but it was in my pocket and I
Dagger
forgot.
doesn't get more personal than trying to be stabbed with it.
Yeah, but I really feel uncomfortable with this because I don't really want to hurt someone with. Anyone good with a dagger here?
No.
Guess I'm keeping it then. Just
Hold on to it. The pointy end goes into them.
yeah.
If you find yourself in danger or you feel like you will use it to do something, like put the pointy end in one of us, hand it to me.
Got it.
But when she stabs you, it's going to be a fit of irony.
No, I
that's
said
gonna echo in
hand
your head.
it to me, not
Lady
stab me
first.
with it.
And you all get into the car, and Julio will drive you. It's about a 20-minute drive to the location on the map. The sun is setting over the horizon, and it begins to drizzle just a little bit. Just a bit of light rain. You see, there is a dock. And there is a group of people, probably about 20, gathered up, waiting. There are several people in white robes, like basically telling people where to queue, where to form a line, and you see one person with a large kettle. It's like a big cook pot in the middle of this area, serving cups of tea to people. And you see a boat made of reeds slowly coming back in. Group of people. All right, here's your stop. You want me to wait here for you?
Sounds
You
kinda
can
dangerous.
you can go back to the hotel, Julio.
Okay.
We'll give the hotel a ring if we need a ride back.
All right, sounds great. And Parker, people are just very light here.
Mm-hmm.
I can plan these so I carry light, but if we're in a pinch, then it would be nice to have this stuff. You know what? Everyone else is pretty prepared. I'll go in light. Playing cards, pocket knife, and flight.
Playing cards, pocket knife, flashlight's all you need.
Who
And so you get
needs
in the line, and someone
rations
approaches
and
you,
water?
and you recognize it as the lady from the table from earlier. Maria Wong. She'll go, "Oh, hey. Nice to see you all here. Tickets, please."
Ah, of course.
Thank you. And she cross-references the serial number with the signature.
Mm.
Thank you. And she takes all your tickets. Friend couldn't make it. Points at Parker.
Too sick. Don't think they're going to be leaving the bathroom anytime soon.
Oh, yeah, if it wasn't as severe, just say a cup of tea would fix him right up, but enjoy.
Oh, is this a good stuff?
Oh, it's great.
Gotcha.
Right, and as she walks away, you see the boat pull up and dock. And you are each handed a cup of warm, pleasantly warm, not too hot, borderline hot tea. It smells very herbal.
Bobby will drink it without thinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What does it smell like in terms of herbs?
Give me a botany, biology, nature, survival. Give me a check like that. Convince me on something.
Um,
I'd like to fast talk the tea.
I'd love to fast talk the tea, except my fast talk is 6. Trying to find something that goes ever.
And you get a smile, Bobby May, for just downing your tea, and then they'll take your cup, and they're waiting for you to drink your tea to take the cups back.
Okay, so
Awesome.
technically, okay, to convince you, I'm
Okay.
technically looking for it to be laced with anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I have experienced differently laced teas before,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
but I have a discerning palate and sniffer for if things are infused.
Yes. How familiar are you with South American specific teas and infusions?
I'm actually just mostly looking for like if they put something in there, like, to put people on a trip or something, really.
This is all natural. 100% organic, locally grown and harvested. Tea.
I feel like I'm in like some bougie coffee store right now.
Fair trade.
Oh God, no!
Yes.
So I'm thinking, could I try to go for a spot hidden, perhaps, just to see if I could catch like the smell or even the taste of something that
You will need for a spot hidden, because spot hidden's pretty generic. You will need an
Yes.
extreme success for a spot hidden.
Cool. That works for me. I don't think I'll get enough. Is that an extreme success?
That is
or
a
no?
hard success. An extreme would be 1/5. So 1/5 of 60 is 12. So you would just have to spend 1 point of luck if you wanted to get it.
I feel like I'll
Do
need
it,
my luck in the
do it.
future, though.
No, spend that 1 point. Do
Yeah,
it.
Drink
but-
the tea.
I don't know. I'll trust it.
I can try getting the information a different way.
Yeah, if you want to pause and think about that luck, I'll go over to Parker.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over looking concerns like, could you tell what's in this? I have a lot of allergies that are like, and if I have a reaction in the
Don't
boat.
worry. This is allergen free.
How do you?
But like I'm still like allergic to some like plants.
Well, what are your
so
allergies?
I just started
specifically?
listing off a
He
bunch
pulls off a list.
oh, so they do have a list.
They do have a list.
Uh,
You think
it's-
the hippies don't have a food allergen list for their tea?
I'd like to use fast talk to like I can't remember them. I remember them by seeing the word. So
Yes.
it's like if I could just like glance it through, I could just like tell if one of my things was on the list. My head works like that. My parents hated it when I was in school.
Yes, the list is free from, and it gives you like the top 50 most common allergies.
So it's an ingredient list. Damn it. Okay.
It's an
that didn't work
ingredient
then.
list. Yeah, no, it's an
Oh.
allergen list. Like, what are you allergic to this? Well, you might also be allergic to this. It's
Eggs,
gluten-free, egg-free, casein-free, dairy-free, soy-free. Yeah, it's made from local herbs from the Amazon.
And does it do anything to like brain chemistries? I am like because I'm on some like medicines that are I need to make sure like I don't take anything funky that
Okay, so
mess with
like,
that.
give me your fast talk.
Okay, there we go. Brain chemistry. Success.
Success. So like, it's an experience, but this is a special proprietary blend that has absolutely no negative side effects. Some people might commonly get some side effects.
But it's like it's a low kind of like it
yeah.
won't slam me is what I'm hearing.
It won't what? I'm sorry, you broke up.
It
for
won't
a
like
second.
slam into me and just like I'm like out.
No, it's like a gentle caress that opens your mind.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you'll never have a better
if-
cup of ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm.
What's ayahuasca?
How familiar are you with South American
I'm not very familiar.
teas and herbal remedies?
If it's a historical brew, I might be familiar.
You can give me, it'd be a hard history check.
I'll try it. Nope. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I just mouth the word ayahuasca to everyone else as I turn back to head back to others.
I used to hang out with a bunch of like rich fucks.
Yes.
Could one of them have?
This craze hasn't hit the United States yet.
Damn it! Even in the
I
French
looked it
community?
up.
Damn it! No clue.
The keeper's prepared. But if there's a way to like signal to the others, like it will like mess with you a little bit. Like there is something in here.
Like,
Bobby May's in it
Bobby
to win
May's-
it. People are beginning to board the boat.
Okay.
You must drink your tea before boarding.
Let's see.
Bottoms up. Though I will say this, Teddy does the thing where people drink very sloppily. and
Uh-huh.
So a good chunk of it pours down
Yeah,
the side.
yeah.
But he drank half of it.
You
for
drink
sure.
half of it. Yeah, it's a little drizzly. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Arena and Parker.
Hmm.
Yep. Just quickly looking at my options.
I think I quickly give like Teddy the like, oh, he's drinking like a wuxia character kind of
Teddy
before.
then grabs, right as he's walking to the boat, his canteen, starts chugging water.
Water.
Yeah, I think
that's
I'm
smart.
I think I'll just be like, I've probably had worse.
All right. Parker.
With part of my fast talk, can I look nervous and say like I really don't want to mess this up for myself? If possible to abstain.
If you don't want to
Or-
mess it up, just down in one. That's the best way to do
Just
it.
down it.
Just down in one.
Okay. I'm
It's
going
gonna
to
change your life for the better.
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can sneak way out of this, so I will. I guess I will just. I'll drink it, but I'll try to keep it in my mouth, and I'll try to get rid of it on the boat.
It's a full cup. You probably have to do what Teddy did.
Cup. I thought it was like a teacup.
It's like a.
Oh, yeah. I will drink the Kool-Aid. I'll see everyone else getting on, and I'm going to jog over while drinking it. A lot of it's
so you'll get about half of it,
and I hand it to the person at the front before I board the boat.
Thank you. Enjoy. And you get on this boat. Oh, I had a picture of this boat for you guys. I think I put it in Roll20. Was I smart?
Bobby May's going to need somebody to like physically pull her onto that boat.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You need a hand?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna grab one of your hands and pull you onto the boat.
Bobby's grip, it's like hurts your knuckles.
The good news is,
death grip.
is the tea takes about 45 minutes to kick in.
Okay.
Which coincidentally is the length of this boat ride.
Wow.
So you get on this boat.
I'm timing their edibles just right.
Gentle rain coming out. You hear the occasional clap of thunder, and I was not able to get this to you any sooner because I had to finish rendering it during the first half of the stream. But this video should be ready now. I would like you to all open this in your tabs and be ready to watch that. Everyone have this open. This is the collaboration between Trooper and myself, BT Dubs. So when you all have it open and ready, let me know. All good? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. The boat ride over takes about 45 minutes. The lake is it's pretty calm, but it's getting a little bit more rocky as the storm's picking up a little bit. And you start to feel a thrumming in the distance. Clap of thunder, and then things start to get a little wibbly. Shapes start to move. Bobby May, being out in the water isn't nearly as terrifying when you don't realize it's there half the time.
Sweet.
And you guys are about to experience Yacumama for the very first time. So I hope the volume's okay for y'all in stream because I did not get to test this render. So hopefully everything works. Fingers crossed. And everyone, enjoy the experience.
DJ Yacumama.
And you find yourselves on one of the floating islands of the Urus people. Everything has intense sensations as the rain is on your skin, the ayahuasca in your system, the throbbing of the bass from the DJ stand, the throng of people just vibing to it. And you find yourselves, having a great trip. Not fully lost. You're still able to be present and enjoy the moment, but you do, right when that ayahuasca kicked in and the song first started, that first song, Madrugada, which means dawn, started to play, you definitely felt yourself seeing visions of nature and the threats to it. How'd you like all that, y'all?
Oh, super cool.
That was awesome.
Have a good trip.
That was a whole ass journey right there.
I'm a believer. Sign me up. We gotta protect the planet, guys.
Yeah. I think I was on acid.
Thank you, Trooper.
I think that would have helped prepare me. Like,
God.
all right. Shit.
People are just vibing to the music. There's a whole set. We only have so much time, Trooper and I, so you only get one song for tonight. But there's like it's going on, and how do y'all feel about underground raves?
Yeah,
How does each of your
love them.
character feel at a underground rave?
Imagine Bobby's been to a couple.
Yeah, Teddy's been in New York for a while. He's been to at least one.
You thinking back on it a little bit, everything you did was kind of the process it takes to find an underground rave. You gotta go to a place, get the map, meet at the meetup point, and then have someone drive you to the specific location, so you're less likely to be busted by the cops.
I think Parker's been to a couple. It's like everyone has their own element they feel most comfortable in. It's not really his thing, but like he doesn't mind it.
I think I actually love this sort of place because it's like you get to be truly alone in a crowd. No one really knows you're there when you're surrounded by people. So she's just like having a great time because, yeah. She's like, I gotta bring some of this stuff back home.
It's a great time.
Just a cup of tea? This is...
Yeah. Ayahuasca tea is a hallucinogenic. Often accompanied with symptoms of extreme food poisoning, but this seems to be a very special proprietary blend which doesn't have those side effects, just the great trip, spiritual experience. It seems that DJ Yacumama has quite the cult following.
DJ Yacumama.
I see what you did there.
I have a question. Am I with
Yes.
it enough to like take pictures and stuff right now?
Yeah, you can take pictures.
Okay, I'm gonna
Now,
take pictures.
you will have
No-
to make a hard photography check to have them turn out really well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because-
let me try.
You are on drugs.
I am on drugs. You're right.
Camera skills aren't as amazing. You do have the wherewithal to take pictures, but it's gonna be it's gonna need
if
a
they
check.
show anything.
Yeah. It's also
Okay.
quite dark. You get the flashing lights from thunder above you guys as the wind's starting to pick up a little bit
Oh no. Okay.
and the rain, but it's just adding to the experience, man.
Let me do my photography. That is a success, not a hard or anything.
You
but-
get some pictures. You'll have to develop them to see how they all turn out.
right.
But you
okay.
will definitely get a couple that turn out. They just may not all turn out.
Okay. I mainly just want some of like the crowd, the DJ, just to show what it is.
You're hearing things like, I'm having a spiritual awakening, and like, oh man, what a spiritual experience. So transcendental. And yeah, just people vibing. And like, just certain people have been calling out, Open up your center and connect to the universe.
So we're also in this kind of happy, vibey mood.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now, if it's not like your thing as much, you're not quite as in a vibey mood, but you're definitely like. It's hard not to groove.
My body feels too light, like I'm about to float off the ground. I don't like
It feels great.
I think you should just float. Come on. It's the perfect time to dance.
I'm on my tippy toes.
Teddy's like, it's not MDMA. That's not bad.
Yeah.
And so he's not like fully into it, but you do see the foot tap, the little.
Yeah. Some
And
solid
then he
beats
catches
that
himself
the
and he
DJ's
stops.
dropping. You see that the DJ is, of course, at the top of the center of the stage. There's like a 2-tier stage. At the top of the stage is the DJ with all her equipment set up. And she's got, because all the best DJs have giant masks. She's got like a big snake mask, kind of like the followers of Apophis in Stargate. So it's just a giant snake mask, and she's mixing and, all of these were recorded, all these sounds of nature, the beautiful sounds you're hearing today are recorded from this very tour we've been on. Sounds of the Amazon rainforest. And people are like, whoa, save the Amazon.
How did she put it together so fast? That's impressive.
People are good at what they're good at.
And you see there's several people in like snake masks on, and they're just like, yeah. Nice.
Damn, they have a merch booth somewhere?
They do! You see the accountant lady from earlier running it.
Nice.
She's really peeved that it's raining, that the merch is getting wet, but she's just like, ugh, fine.
Someone didn't drink the ayahuasca.
Someone should.
Some of the crew probably hasn't drank it. But the second tier of the stage has... I need to count something real quick. Let me check my notes. DJ stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has 5 people dancing. It seems to have like a little railing around it, like the stage is just for them, and there's like chairs that they can lounge in. It seems like kind of like a VIP area, maybe. And give me spot hidden checks, everyone, as you're just like the concert's going on.
I'm too high, sorry.
Woo!
Ooh.
Extreme success.
Hard success.
Cool. We're gonna go with the hard success first. So you notice that the rain is getting a bit more intense. And the wind is definitely picked up a good bit. Like a good bit. Like this is about to be a full-on storm.
I'm like looking for a boat or something.
You, with your hard success, you actually see some of the locals, the Uros people, that aren't on this specific island, but there's islands connected to it. They basically cleared out an island for this concert to happen. Which you've not really heard of before, so that's interesting. But you see them loading children into a boat.
Oh.
And they keep looking at the sky, concernedly. And you think maybe that tea... You did only have a half cup. But maybe you're not feeling quite the full extent of the rocking motion of this floating island because you're already grooving with the music and the tea. Because you're looking at these people, and they seem to be moving around quite a bit trying to get these kids into boats.
We're
I'm
all
gonna
the sacrifice.
I'm gonna try fumbling my way over there, see if I can maybe find us a boat, because it feels like we might be in some trouble as my head is clearing up a bit.
Yeah, and Bobby May, with your extreme success, you remember you're on a floating island in the middle of a lake. Your fear of water, and like a storm's coming? Oh, a storm is here, and it's starting to kick in a little bit more. You're starting to get a little bit more concerned, especially as you notice the anchor for the island that you're on specifically has let go.
Oh, okay.
Well, less let go and more like has been snapped from the forces of the winds and waves. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I will
I'm
say
gonna
this
Put on my
about
flotation
Teddy.
device.
Uh-huh. You're like, trying to blow it up. And yes, about Teddy?
He's just wandering his way towards VIP because that's where he used to being when he's at music and things of that nature. So he's just
Old
like
habits
la
die
la
hard.
la la la.
Mm-hmm.
To help make it less obvious,
Uh-huh.
can I invite Teddy to, I guess, dance so we can dance our way there so it's
Yeah.
less
You can
of
totally
an...
dance your way up there.
Mhm.
People
That's
are doing
probably a
all
better way,
types of
yeah.
dancing.
So Teddy
here.
is like
Yeah.
backpack smacking people with it.
Yeah, you're able to get up and you see, and the VIP, again, it's like a 2-tier stage. The VIP section's about 3 feet up above where everyone else is, and it's got that railing around it. A tiered cake. And you see, like, there's, like, one person just kind of chilling in, like, a beanbag-esque chair, and like, it's just like, whoa. Like, just staring up at DJ Yacumama. And then the other 4 just dancing. You see the, Sophia, that girl from that you have a picture of from the restaurant.
Ah.
She's
I think
dancing.
we need to go get her.
And there are 2 white-robed figures on the corners of the VIP area. Do you like climb up over?
Oh yeah, I don't care about people wearing white robes. Like if they're not wearing the white hoods, then I'm probably in good shape.
You see, the Sophia will be like, "Oh my gosh, are you tonight's chosen ones?"
Yes.
Oh my gosh, welcome! That's so cool. I can't believe we're gonna be seeing all the rest of the shows together.
You guys are gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great. Bobby.
This is Irina.
Hey.
Hi.
What's your name?
There's 2 of you? There's only supposed to be 1 chosen person at each location.
Oh,
We're
he's the
2
chosen. I'm
sides
just
of the same
friends.
coin.
Yes, that. Much
If
better.
there's a heads, there must be tails.
Hey, just like a snake.
I don't have a tail, but snakes do. Oh my gosh, you're so deep.
Oh,
I know, right?
gross.
Oh. That's crazy.
Hey, listen, girl. Did you want to just dance with us for a bit? You know, really get
Yeah, I'm
in
dancing here like with my fellow chosen ones.
Yeah, but
I was the chosen one at the last location in Morai Ruins.
oh, with the potatoes.
Yes, we
Yeah.
each planted a potato so that the future generations can eat.
That's so powerful.
I know.
My brain cells dissolving.
Like, don't you just feel your mind expand?
I feel like we're moving.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
We're moving in time with the music, and thus in time with nature. Sounds of nature is like nature's music.
I just kind of like look at Teddy because I know how you're supposed to kind of lean into people to kind of talk, but because it's rave music.
And it's raining. It's pouring down right at
Yeah,
this point.
so I probably like lean in and shout in his ear. Can you find a way to get her out of here? And it's just like, I don't think this is working.
And as you say that,
Are you
Parker,
shouting? And Teddy just takes off the backpack, hits someone inadvertently. It's like, here's a poncho.
Eh?
Parker,
Thanks.
you've gone over to see if you can get a boat or find out what's what. You don't speak Spanish, do you?
I don't.
Yeah. There's a language barrier between the Uros people.
But is there a staff boat?
It seems that they were contracting the Uros use their boats to bring people to the concerts. And it's definitely moving a lot more, especially as you get towards the edge of the island, the floating island. It's hard to keep your footing. Could you give me a dex check?
Of course I can.
Also, you seem to be drifting away. They're a little further than you thought they would be.
Uh-oh. Hard success.
Hard success. Yeah, you keep your footing, you don't fall backwards or into the water.
Nice.
Yeah.
My plan then is if I can't talk
You've
my way
definitely
through it.
found out at this point that you are starting to drift off from the other islands. And it looks like other islands have already separated and are drifting off in different directions due to the storm.
Is there an island we're still connected to that has a boat on it? I did specify I had like a wad of local cash.
Yes.
And I was like, cash, boat.
Can you make me a luck check?
I've been spending that, so hopefully I can.
There is no boat.
There's no boat. Oh, this is bad.
There's no spoon.
There's no spoon.
No. Yeah, I mean, well, do you want the help with the poncho?
So how are the staff going to get out of here? That's my next question, I guess. They have to have an evac plan if they're going to leave alive for the next concert.
Yeah.
Can I do like a spot hidden or like?
Yeah, you can
look
give me
around?
an idea check.
An
Or
idea
spot
check?
hidden check. I'll allow either.
We did spot hidden earlier. What's an idea check?
It's just intelligence to see if you can, like,
Okay.
look at everything you've got and, like, put some stuff together.
Yeah, 50-50 shot. Success.
You're guessing by this setup and the fact that the merch booth used to have, like, a little covered tent to keep possible rain off. That's blown away. You're gonna guess that they didn't anticipate the storm being a storm. You thought, it seems they anticipated maybe some rain, not a full-on, the worst storm Lake Titicaca had seen in decades.
They made it. I didn't account
A storm that historically was known to devastate the Uros people and destroy 85% of their islands.
Never attribute to malice what you contribute to stupidity. Yeah! We need to find a way off this freaking thing.
At this point, your best hope is to probably try to stay on the island and hope the island stays together.
Gotcha. I had ropes in my backpack I left in Julio's car. Damn. Oh well. I will go I'm gonna go attempt to round up
The
everyone
reeds
else.
underfoot are now squishy with the insane levels of moisture that have rapidly accumulated on the top of them. They were already, like, you know, walking around like this, you know, a little soft-footed, but now you sink in a little further. A little
Ugh.
squishier.
I'm going to go see if I can find the others, and if they're not sobered up to
Bobby May definitely looks concerned, and none of y'all are sobered up. Ayahuasca, it stays in the system for many hours.
Gotcha. Bad
Might want to
situation.
eat some activated
It's usually
charcoal.
like an overnight experience.
I don't
Bobby
know if
has-
activated charcoal will kick in fast enough. So
Quick
go
enough.
ahead.
No, I was just saying, Bobby has tried to find like the most secure and stable place on this floating island that she can find.
That would appear to be like the VIP section and the DJ booth.
Okay.
It's in the center.
That's
Everyone's gathered around, like in a circle around, you know? Like,
Bobby
unlike
has-
like the DJ just projecting forward, they're projecting around.
around.
And Irina, you would know this. This place doesn't have power. None of these floating islands do. But you do see big, old, solar-powered batteries. And you're guessing that they charged up for the concert, and that's how they've got power out here.
Nice. I just put his poncho on him, just like, ooh, look at those solar power batteries there. Neat. Oh yeah, and then I think like as it's getting like really rainy, she just like pulls out her floaty, just
Yeah, it's pouring, and like it's starting to like swirl, almost like in a hurricane-esque fashion. The winds, as people are starting to also notice Let me see what percentage of people. About half people seem to start noticing, like, wow, it's like really storming here. This is kind of intense. Or like, wait, where's the other islands? Where'd the boats go? And the other half are just still vibing.
I'm just gonna quickly make sure just like, hey Teddy, do you mind bending a little? Just you're a bit tall up there. Thanks. So just hoop his over him, and then put the poncho up. There we go. Looking good. You can party now.
And now we will announce the chosen one from tonight's concert, the lucky person who will get to go to the other 4 locations on this delightful tour across South America. The one who will get free room, free board, free food, and of course, hang out with myself, DJ Yacumama. And you see like an envelope, like a gilded envelope is handed over, and it is opened, like, a bit difficult in the rain. Michelle Gallagher, you are our chosen person from tonight's. A lightning strike comes out, hits one of the speakers in the sound equipment, and I need everyone to make me a dex check.
Oh no.
The most dexterous I've ever been.
Nice.
Failure.
Sweet, sweet, nice.
If we live through this, maybe we'll get a cool scar. If I live through this, maybe I'll get a cool scar.
All right.
The dice hate me tonight.
Ooh.
So, as everyone's kind of standing in the middle of a lake, on a floating island that is pooling with water, and electricity has been introduced, everyone's gonna take a little bit of damage. If you made your dex save, you were able to find a spot that wasn't as bad. And it's not gonna be terrible, because it does go through a lot of the reeds, which are, it's kind of good at grounding a bit, except that can't go down too far because of the lake. But, you know, you're just gonna get a little zap, a little shock. So y'all who failed only take 1 point of electricity damage. It's like poking your finger in an outlet. Just gab it through your whole body.
Nice.
And the lights go off.
Ooh.
Does that help to
Lights
sober
go
us up
off.
any?
A little bit, yeah. a little bit. And the rain just pours down on you guys. And as you see that, again, that swirl in the clouds exposes the sky for a brief moment. And you see Halley's Comet cross overhead.
I didn't imagine that, right? That looked beautiful.
No, that was fucking amazing.
We're like, and they're like, oh. I guess everyone's enthralled.
That's the
But-
kind of thing that changes your life.
Yeah.
It is so life-changing, isn't it? Everyone's kind of yelling because, you know, it's pouring rain. The wind is howling. And long story short, the island is gonna break apart a little bit. But y'all were able to gather up a little bit, so the odds of you guys staying together are a lot higher.
Yeah.
I would like everyone to make me a luck check.
Cool. Let's hopefully be lucky.
In the chaos, was I able to swipe some free merch?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
You would totally be able to get some free. There's like some t-shirts.
Oh no.
100% cotton. Yeah. And you can't push or spend luck on a luck roll, so.
It's just gonna be that night for me. I'm just gonna fail all of them.
Teddy.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does extreme success counter for any failures?
Typically, no. It's usually personal's individual luck. However, I'm going to make a roll for the island, so to speak, to see how many pieces it gets split up into. Lower is better, because it's Cthulhu. I have a little diagram of numbers you don't want to hit versus numbers you do want to hit.
Excellent.
The margins are increased due to the majority of the group not passing their luck check. So we'll see what happens. You lucky folks. Despite a lack of personal luck, you're kind of at this point after Haley passes over, you pass kind of through the eye of the storm, so to speak. You're battered again by winds. Irina, you're able to kind of nudge yourself up into a little section of the DJ's booth, between the little railing and stuff, and get a nice little spot where you're really secure. The rest of you all are kind of going to be battered around a bit more, bumping into other people as people are trying to hold on. You hear a terrible tearing noise as part of the island rips into 2 pieces. Could have been a lot more. You did not want a critical fail on that. Let me just tell you that much. It would have been a Titanic failure, we could say. But you guys got lucky. So you're battered, and it's a couple hours of riding out this storm on this boat before you guys kind of wash up on the shore of an island.
Could I have done something?
Yes. What would you like to have done?
I actually do have rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Irina brought floaties.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll make sure that everyone has floaties on, and I will tether us.
You
and
are
the
able
one
to...
young lady with my 50-foot of rope.
Okay, you're able to inflate your floaties and tie each other. Because the raft didn't break, the island didn't break into a bunch of itty-bitty little pieces, you are able to stay on it and stay rainwater wet, not lake wet, which the rainwater is a lot warmer than the lake water, shockingly, even though it's very cold. You wash up on the shores of the island. It's hard to tell which one, because you are not locals to the area. But about half the people are with you guys on this part, because again, it's torn in half. You don't know where the other half of the island went. But you do recall hearing that the bigger islands were on the Bolivian side, and this seems to be a pretty substantial island. Can I get spot hidden checks from everyone?
Failure.
Let's see if this is gonna break the streak. Spot hidden.
Hey!
Heyo, there you
Irina,
go.
you see, it's all very rocky up here because you're in a mountain crater lake, basically. You see, some crags up a hill, maybe 100 feet, 50 feet, 50, 100 feet. It's not very far. Teddy, you see that in those kind of, cliff edge type things, you see some old ruins. That would probably be a pretty good place to weather out the rest of the storm. Have some shelter from the wind and possibly even the rain.
Okay. Follow me. I said I was gonna get y'all out of here alive. I don't know where here is, but I think the alive part we can do.
And as you say that, your group will follow you, I assume, and a lot of other people line up behind you as well.
Follow the leader.
Yeah, I was not talking to the rest of the crew of people who are with us, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
As long as my crew is in there first.
Yeah, and you were leading because they don't see it through the heavy rain that's coming down. You're able to go up inside of these ruins, and the wind is calmer, and the rain is less. They're leaky, but you're not being battered mercilessly by the elements. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game. As you guys get shelter on some island in Lake Titicaca. After experiencing DJ Yacumama. So,
DJ Yacumama.
DJ Yacumama. So, we're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, where we can find you, and your favorite moments from tonight's game. We'll go in reverse order from when we started. So, Teddy, how was tonight for you?
Damp. But in my other
Fair.
games, I'm also known as the damn daddy. So, things have a way of having a bit of serendipity, don't they? Favorite part of the game tonight? Being poisoned. I think that's always one of my favorite parts of games, where you're being poisoned and then you go on a trip that you did not expect to go on. And then floating island just starts to break apart. And now we are in Survivor. So, let's see how that goes. Because we don't know if any of this is real or not. I am Prince, otherwise Dimples and Dice. That's where you can find me around the internet doing stuff and things. Follow me on my socials. There are games to be had. I'll be in them. I'll be doing stuff. That's all.
Wonderful. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Irina, how was tonight for you?
Thank you for the drug trip. That was
Welcome.
very nice.
I would have made it
Appreciate
trippier, but I started it last night. So,
That was excellent. I will say another very noteworthy moment was just Bobby May. Just like, yeah, I joined a mafia once for being undercover. Just, when people casual bomb drop you?
yeah.
Yeah, like I just kind of sat there for a moment, like, you what now? And that was a very excellent moment. But I definitely think the big, dramatic, islands cracking after we, decided to party too hard on it. That's the fact that this cult was just underprepared, and this is how we get. I don't know. Those horror movies in which you have to take shelter from the rain in a haunted cabin, except we're probably taking shelter in a haunted sacrifice ritual place ruin.
You'll find out next week.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it's other people's stupidity and
Not your own.
yeah, basically I definitely appreciate that. So as for who I am, where you can find me, I'm Loria Lark on all the social platforms. You will find me here next week, maybe. Assuming I survive my next deep dive into Baldur's Gate.
You and me both.
Through Act 2, trying to get to Act 3, and there's no life until I finish this. So
No sleep schedule, only Baldur's Gate 3.
Great.
That is my life
I'm with you in
story.
solidarity.
yes, thank you.
Someone who's also obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3. How was tonight for you, Bobby May?
Yeah, that was a blast. I really enjoyed it. I'm Notosaurus. I play Bobby May Dean. My favorite part, I really liked the teaching Julio how to listen, how to have actively have a conversation and actively listen when someone's talking to you. I really enjoyed that. And then of course the rave, oh yeah, this is definitely a cult. They're doing some suspicious shit, and it's literally they're just getting high and having a good time. As far as we've discovered so far. It's very on theme for Bobby May's investigations. It's oh yeah, crazy, occult stuff, and then it's just not. It's totally fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. We're not, anywhere bad. That's me. You can find me here. I'm pretty much exclusively on this channel. On Mondays, I play in Mondays in Exandria, our game run by Frank in the Critical Role universe. Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, I run the Stargate Flames of Hope game, where this next coming up Tuesday, we will be starting an hour earlier. We're going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as opposed to 9. We're gonna have a little bit of a special episode. So if you like Stargate, come for that. It's gonna be fun. As well as the Wednesdays here, and then the occasional Saturday when we get to play Aliens, which hopefully soon. We'll see about that. But that's me. I had a blast. I'm very excited for next week.
Thank you. Someone who I hope is excited for next week is Parker Lee. How was tonight for you?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. Gosh, that video was like... and when I saw 5 minutes, like, really? And then just watched the progression. It was a trip.
That was the goal.
Yes. So I'm Yutsai Su. You can find me on the Dying website with the information below. Trying to find a new social media to migrate to, a place to take refuge as current place is dying slowly. But yeah, today was great. Had a lot of fun. I can't believe I let social mores convince me to leave my backpack and stuff in the car and not take it with me. I got a pocket knife, a flashlight, and a deck of playing cards.
You won't be bored.
I'll be bored. So hopefully that won't screw us over too much. I did have some decent stuff in there. But yeah, honestly, it was really cool. One thing I feel like I think too much, and sometimes I don't think enough of the whole party atmosphere. I love DJ Yacumama, and yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm really looking forward to next week.
Thank you. Yes, next week we all are stranded on an island with DJ Yacumama and her cult following. Yeah. So my favorite moments from tonight's game was everyone. I mean, y'all in chat didn't get to see it because I wanted y'all to see the trippy video most clearly. But everyone's faces watching it from being like, you know, just different expressions. And then specifically Nugget when she heard the first DJ Yacumama being like, of course, of fucking course. That was the look on her face, and that's what you get when you've played with someone for like 7 years. So, you know, I get it. That was what I was going for. I'm glad it was a reaction I was honestly hoping for. So huzzah. I also loved Trooper for making that fantastic sick track for me for this trippy music video. Maybe I'll play the video again as our part of our opening next week. I don't know. We'll see. For any who missed it this week. I'll also post it as its own thing on my YouTube probably, so people can just be like, "The fuck is this?" Yeah. So that was a delight. Making a really trippy video, all in one sitting, pretty much. It was 103 film clips, in case anyone was wondering. That's like, please render quicker. So that's why I didn't have anything tested before, but it seemed to work okay. So thank you all so much for being my players. We'll be back on Monday, as Nugget said, for our Mondays in Exandria game, the new batch, and then where we didn't blow up the life down. It's a very good thing. And then Stargate Flames of Hope, where we will, I believe, have a Don-shaped guest, a Donathan Fry-shaped guest. So if you enjoy Donathan Fry, you will enjoy him guest-shaped and on this channel. Again, because he's been here before, but you know, we love Don, so hurts. And of course, next Wednesday for more Below the Land of Fire, where, well, what they do, trapped on this island in the storm, with DJ Yacumama and her cult followers. Will they get you DJ Yacumama's true identity? I don't know, we'll see, we'll find out. I don't know what they're gonna do. Who knows? So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, have fun and play games.